Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 7, Buddy Hield. At forward, 6'7", number 00, Jonathan Kuminga. In the middle, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. At small forward, 6'7", number 22, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Stephen Curry.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Harden in at the 1. For the Warriors, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler at the small forward position. And looking at tonight's teams, RJ, they have rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
Now here's Powell, following the miss by Draymond Green. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now Powell, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Powell, the pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Count it.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Here's Curry. Hits from the high post.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here is Harden. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento. And Leonard has it in the corner. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bill.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Curry. James Harden picking up that last basket. Hield kicks to Kuminga. Butler against Jones. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jones against Butler. Now Hield. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Able to complete the play,
Defensive
but he's
foul.
showing some strength physically and mentally.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Now, here is Harden. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Off target from three-point range. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Green, no luck. The Clippers trail. Leonard inside. Defended by Kuminga. The 19-foot shot. And it's Leonard missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Green. Back to Heel. Here's Butler. To the middle. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Powell kicks to Harden. Kicks it out to Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He reads the floor as well as anybody in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. In third, the Warriors.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
Kuminga against Jones. Outside, Kuminga. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession. And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Jones. Powell for three. Got a piece of it.
Love the effort on defense from Hill. When he's engaged, he can come up with blocks.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
He is a 1 of 1, B.A.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
It's Powell with the drive. Zubac, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Curry fires from way outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And how many times have we seen Harden at the free throw line in his career? I mean, the man lives to put pressure on the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Leonard. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Powell finds Jones. Here's Harden. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major.
Did you buy it?
Playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
For the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Jones. And it's Ben Simmons in for Leonard. Now here's Butler, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Looney with the bucket.
I just love how Butler uses that pick and roll. Whatever the defense gives him, he takes.
Harden against Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Batum passes to Eubanks. Powell kicks to Simmons. Harden right side. Outside for Batum. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Butler. Still without a basket. Inside. Jackson Davis can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden the pass to Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
He hits the second from the line. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Curry outside. And another three for Golden State.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
The three from Harden. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 3. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Dennis Schroeder, Kevon Looney out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Curry in at point. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
They get it again. Dunn kicks to Simmons. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Golden State moving it around. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now, here's Dunn. He has yet to score. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
The Warriors trail. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Dunn right side. Pass to Powell. Off target with his three.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Guys, it's ridiculous.
He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Dunn driving inside. And the Warriors now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Buddy Hield comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Powell. Here's Simmons. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Hield. Back to Podziemski. And the wide open shot from Green. From outside, off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hield outside. Back to Curry for the 3. Steph, perfection from the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Dunn dishes to Batum. Back to Dunn. The 3 from Bogdanovic. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Podziemski. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Batum, the screen. Here's Bogdanovic. The rebound by Hield.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry on the wing. Over Bogdanovic. Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now, here's Dunn. 9 points last game. Bogdanovic, that's for 2. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bogdanovic has got 5 points now this quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
And here they come, Warriors Hype Squad.
Changes. Kuminga comes in for Looney, and it's Butler in for Stephen Curry. Jones checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Ben Simmons. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Dunn. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. Here's Leonard with the bucket in transition.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hield outside. There's the screen. Shot to stop the run. It's good from long range. Hield's got 9.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors trail by 6. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. 5 points in the game. Hield against Leonard. Over Butler. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Podziemski, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's Dunn to the inside. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Butler after the basket by Los Angeles. And here's Green outside. And Jones pulls it down. 50 seconds left in the first half. Eubanks the pass to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A three from Bogdanovich. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Outside Butler. Outside Kuminga. Podziemski offline with his three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Eubanks, and it's Powell in for Bogdanovich. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads, cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Hield. Outside Leonard. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Los Angeles Clippers.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, when you can turn misses into makes, that's found money.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Curry.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Wow.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Curry against Harden. Curry passes to Butler. Hield outside. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Butler. Oh, there's Butler driving in.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Butler against Harden, and that one drops for him. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Curry outside, drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 15.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Not a guy you want to put on the line. Hield is just money from there.
The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers leading by 5.
Did you order? Why? Okay.
Leonard with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. Powell for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Butler kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Hield. Launches it. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's in there.
And we have witnessed Harden becoming a dynamic playmaker over time, including improving as a distributor.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Green in the post. Working on Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard, when it comes to Draymond. On Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Jones, and it's Ben Simmons in for Leonard.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Hield the pass to Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Clippers leading by 10. On the wing, Batum. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. He lays it in. Zubats has got 7 points for the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Hield. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The three from Harden. The rebound by Hield.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Podziemski, he's checked in for Green. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Butler. Butler on the attack.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Norman Powell.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Here's Schroeder. Sinks the 15-footer. Schroeder's got 7.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Harden. Batum, a screen on Schroeder. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Looney. Butler against Harden. Jackson Davis with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And the release of Butler's jumper is so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Here's the screen from deep Harden. Another miss by Harden. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on James Harden.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Batum, the screen. And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Clippers on top, up 3. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
It's picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
But clearly, Greg is not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense.
You want salad? Okay. The same thing that you're getting. The roasted Thai chicken salad and the pumpkin soup.
Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Podziemski in at the 3.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Los Angeles making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors, trailing by 4. Schroeder looking around, down low, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And Looney sends it back. Podziemski with it, outguarded by Simmons. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Simmons passes to Eubanks. Batum dishes to Dunn. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Eubanks. And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
The Warriors shooting here about 46% for the game. Schroeder kicks to Curry. Pass to Looney. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Eubanks got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the wing. Outside, Batum. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Buries it from 3-point range. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Pass to Schroeder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Dunn passes to Batum. Basket counts. And that's now 7 points for Nicholas Batum.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nobody near Schroeder. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovic, getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green is checked in for Kevon Looney. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Eubanks. Derek Jones comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's Dunn. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
He's off on the first. James Harden, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
At the line for 2.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Now here's Jones after the miss from Stephen Curry. Jones with the screen on Curry. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Leonard. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And here is Los Angeles now after the miss from Buddy Hield. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. 2.
And he's good on the second. Warriors trail by 11. And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue. Kawhi earning that trip to the line.
Second free throw, no good. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Butler passes to Curry. Trying to get something going. Can't get the layup.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And here's Harden.
2 minutes
Over Butler. Harden finds
Jones.
Jones. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Green. Great D that time from Leonard.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And that one is good.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way out.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. On its way from Curry for 2, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Harden kicks the foul. No good with the triple. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A 12-point game. And no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Jones dishes to Harden. The 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. a lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins. And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for James Harden.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Schroeder's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Substitution for your Warriors. Yee Santa. Water.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.
be 6 foot. All my in crypto when the market took a dip. 20K on chip, look. Funny now we out there, it's a blessing. I got my hopes all around me like an Oculus. Sandbox, a lot of this. Certified, they heard of us. Big fell out the curves and there's a bird that got the word of us. Never let that burden us take that trip with a curve. But if they all get but I turn them the Cerberus. And yes, I'm best case. Yes, I'm red chase. Forever cold hearted, you can check my breastplate. Working till $1 million down the check my next day. But I ever fall off, then expect my. I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut it down. Y'all don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new best in y'all watch. I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut it down. Y'all don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new best in y'all watch. Every festival, shut it down. Every festival, shut it down. Every festival, shut it down.
Been through this and that, though we still attack. Get the off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs are made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. This right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If it's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact. Guess I gotta go again and show him it ain't luck, yup. And they thought it was over for me, boy, they had me. Been through all the rain, now the sun on me. Ain't no point in stressing, gon' be what it's gon' be. Back to back with the prayers, so many times I got it memorized. I done seen so much pain that got me desensitized. OG took my stick to the script, I had to improvise. This that classic B.I.G. I got them hypnotized. Moving at my own pace, doing it my way. Way before the braids, yeah, they been took the wave. Ain't nobody from the crib ever did it big like this. It's like my parents turning my kids how I'm taking care of they. I had to go through it just to get to it. Had to watch from the bench, I had to sit through it. Get to it, trust issues, brought my to it. My aunt had to do it. I hope the same demons don't haunt me. Come with the down life, members only. I'd have been down so bad before, I swear I wasn't gonna get back. But look, the old me and the new me is a mismatch. They don't understand or how much it's taking off your mind, off your soul, just to show up and make it. This for my dog that's overwhelmed. Even if he don't make no one never break it. Cause we've been through this and that, though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
That's how I'm living, like I'm in a city. That's how I'm whipping, like I got a money. 4 a.m. in this, ain't going to sleep, I'm on a mission. Louis V on my bag, get some money, made a difference. I'm still the same, no different. But I came a long way from Jan, sported penny pitching. Talking about L's, man, I hand them out on any given. Sunny clothes to the public, still I'm getting chicken. I'm just reminiscing, I was broke as when that song dropped the fake. Heard they talking about I switch, I put the city on my back.
Been through this and that, though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
Wait, man, I came too far to let you in me. Back coming, that's a fact, that's a fin that crack back. Shit maneuver, I with me, cause so much. Get snapped back lately, pop the talk, I'm getting litty. Used to dream of being big like big. Martin Luther King, should see how I live me. Big necklace, wrist froze, big bling, big step, wrist, big. And I'm free, and I'm getting richer than a toad. I ain't look like low shit, man, he say clear. And the ski get me back on my feet.
You feel better when it's earned, that's a fact. Play me, lesson learned, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with they back against the wall is the plaques.
En la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. So bend it over. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, very fine. Me lo sube el tempo, esta te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento. Ey, Chori, bitch, ese dude. Ey, yo quiero ver tu. Ey, I put it 6 on the news, dame el culo. Rosita y todo, como ir contigo mañana with another one. I'm troublesome, baby, envíame lo que no pusiste en el foro, ey. Lo muevo en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te estoy mirando, toca romper. Bend it over. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, very fine. Me lo subo el tempo, te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, esto es tu momento. Me lo subo el tempo, te sirven de asiento. Más tu estatura desde el nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento.
La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. En todos lados, very fine.
Yeah, yeah. Marshmallow. Ayo, Mauro. Callaway. It's baby Miko. Brr. spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her. Top heady, you know I be on that. Standing on like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD. Just know he caught that. Hating, I gotta ignore that. He's a like bro to store at. Top facing, don't ask me to. If we beefing, don't ask me to. In the party, them clappers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. Ice on the beat, I be skating. I'm pretty, I look like a painting. With a baddie and she looking. Cause the money amazing. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
Come do it for me. I'm from TX. Shorty, she come from the BX. Ice in the flame and I need it. You might get a car and it's keyless. Topless, no B6. I'm out in New York, I'm in Sailors. You might get you more, be sailors. I'm cooking a wave afloat. They watching my moves remote. Ooh. We bought us some. Left to Dolan to sell us the Knicks. Like the Flow Jalen Brunson one trip, man.
She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2, 3 foreigns rich. It still put it past a tree. Side of my waist. It still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs. Still put it. Yeah, this a new vet. I'm hopping out with. Brody done send me a text. We get them like Gillette. Got a couple with me. They gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car. It's like 2 feet. My little foreign, but she just black. And that she know it with this. I sent it right off the mat. I got still ride with her friend bad, need both of them. I know she tired, cause none of these ain't got no motion. Bro, I'm hopping out inside of my coat. Make them to the world, be acting too woke. I just might go like Lambo V12, I can tear leather, I'm the GOAT. I just might throw on all of my juice, I'm feeling like I'm on a boat. Yeah, switch go but I'm pulling up 42 dub. I might go Porsche for all guys pulling up on a bed, the bug. Never been lame, I ain't pulling up on no bed, no hug. Play with my money, I feel like Big Worm. I pull up on you by the. They wanna know this like be like me. I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2, 3 foreigns rich. It still put it past the tree. Side of my waist. It still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs. Still put it. Yeah, this a new vet. I'm hopping out with. Brody done send me a text. We get them like Gillette. Got a couple with me. They gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car. It's like 2 feet. 2 phone, 3 phone. Call my ring off. I ain't tryna hear what a say. Tryna beef with like me. We gon' turn this in a blitz day. She try to ask me what time it was. I don't know, but I hold in my wrist. Ayy, waving the left to right and put my diamonds right in the face. I gon' take all of my case. My cars expensive. Better look in the garage and look at my crib. None of my cars is rented. I be riding 5%, 20 on the windshield. My cars is tinted. Making move out of this spot like I'm moving in and I'm the new tenant. Yeah, who I'm with it. Gotta throw on up V 2 times. Flow the yell bleed. I'ma buy my green like I'm a crouton. She want with a charger for the give her a coupon. I don't trust not a soul. And I got my shoes on. I told you last time, it was my last time. They tried to tell me that I was gonna need you. That was the past time. Pull up inside of the vet. They be on bedtime. They just might rock you to bed like it was just nap time. They wanna know this like me, like like me. I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2, 3 foreigns. Rich, they still putting past the tree. Out of my waist, they still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs, still put it. Yeah, this a new vet. I'm hopping out with it. Brody done send me a text. We get them like Gillette. Got a couple with me, they gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car, it's like 250.
It's us. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike like a match late night. Yeah, strike like I missed it. Strike like I hit the pin. Strike like I'm not gonna work. Strike. You know that wrong real when you heard it. You know that guys tell us early. Yeah. Oh, this boat take a shop that Burlington did. Man, heck, I begged them to sell it to these stars in the roof. Ain't nothing, I switched the coupe. Emo, she like to go. Look like Betty Boop. Hop in SRTs and do. He can't play me bank. I switch out whips like they switch out shoes. Yeah. Okay. It's us. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike like a match late night. Yeah, strike like I missed it. Strike like I hit the pin. Strike like I'm not gonna work. Strike, slide, shoulder, shoulder. Stack them all hundreds, recreate Yoda. I don't put no crushed ice in my soda. It's a my new Balenciaga in Dover. 220. It's a in my soda. Sit on a Balenciaga Costa. Yeah. Okay. It's us. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike like a match late night. Yeah, strike like I missed it. Strike like I hit the pin. Strike like I'm not gonna work. Strike. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a matter. Just this, my boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got ties. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition, that's tripling head. Pay attention, finna show you how to get it. First you make 100, then you stay down, stack your rest, I'll never spin me. Foggiatos, panorama, spoon spinning. Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put gold all in my mouth, I had a dentist. Go put 2 more, then I finish. I said, better later, never, better later, never. You're better later, never, better later, never. Better later, never, better later, never. You're better later, never, better later, never. Yeah. I call my blade. Shit, pop it out and left it at the lows. They won't get up out my way, I move. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a matter. This boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rockin', why they go, they look like I got ties. Why they coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition, that's tripling that out.
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Came up in Inglewood with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that taste like candy. My dog out laying them low, ain't breaking none laws out. Southside still in the car, still in the car, still not the car. No, start hold up, I got a call. Said that I'm a cool cat. Yeah, tell him I'm a top dog. Rollin' with him, let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't didn't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot. I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my, it was just us. Up drive, hop in my ride, pay me that. On the west side, on the 110, swinging. Let's grill, let's spill, spin a few crumbs. Pop smoke, young, no, too much. Spaceships, fake boat, Kanye, young, don't stay too long. Big truck, big wheel, big rock, them probably hate my guts. Tryna gain my trust, but it's all out lust. Tell him I'm a top dog. Rollin' with him, let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't didn't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot. Tell him I'm a cool cat. Yeah, tell him I'm a top dog. Rollin' with him, let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't didn't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot.
The thing in our overdrive. Can't touch. Can't rush. Select it. Down. Select it. Down. Select it. Select it.
You want tea or anything?
Can't touch.
Nothing. I just love you so much. Of course, I do.
Can't rush. Can't touch. Can't. Can't rush. Select it. The thing in our overdrive. If you don't do something, nothing happens. Are you select it? Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush.